Hi everyone! Today we're going to work on drawing a snowflake. We're going to learn how to draw, I'll draw 3 different snowflakes so you have different ideas of what you can do for your snowflake. And then we're going to learn more about how snowflakes can be photographed by Snowflake Bentley. And we're also going to learn a little bit more about snow and how it's formed. So today we're going to start off by doing our drawing, and then you can listen to the other videos as you work on your drawing. So as you can see here, I made my snowman, and then I filled up the sky with some beautiful snowflakes. As you can see in the picture, I used some purple and some light blue and some darker blue. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made those different styles, and we'll have fun. So the first thing we want to remember is that snowflakes are 6-sided. So I'm going to start by drawing a straight line. Then I'm going to draw an X right across the middle of the line. Now at this point you have your 6 sides because snowflakes are 6-sided, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw another one over here. So I draw my straight line and I'm drawing an X, and I will draw another one over here, straight line and an X. And the reason I'm doing 3 is because I'm going to give you 3 different suggestions. Now remember, no 2 snowflakes are alike, so don't be upset if your snowflake doesn't look like mine, because in real life, no 2 snowflakes are alike, which is the beautiful part of this project. So you can start by, I'm going to start with the middle one. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little circle at the end of each line. Now I'm using a black marker just so for purposes of viewing at home you can see better, but you can use your blue marker. It kind of goes along well with the snow theme, or I used even purple, which I like purple. So there's no right or wrong. So I have my 6 lines and I have 6 little circles. Now at this point there's no right or wrong to which design you want to start with. I'm just going to put a little V shape, and I'm going to put a little V shape. If it's easier for you to turn your paper and just go around and do a little V shape, you can go around like this. If it's easier for you to turn your paper, if you don't feel the need to turn your paper, then you can just leave it right straight in front of you like this. Okay, now at this point technically this could be done, or if you could even go ahead and add more. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add another V shape underneath it. I'm just going to go all the way around and do my V shapes. Okay, so that one I'm going to call done. So I'm going to go on to this one over here. Now this time I'm going to do a little different design. I'm going to make a little diagonal line up and a little diagonal line down. Now for this one it might be easier for you to actually turn the paper, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same shape again, diagonal line up, diagonal line down, diagonal line up, and diagonal line down. And every time you do this you want to make sure that your line starts where you left off on the other one. Diagonal line up, and it's touching here, diagonal line down, diagonal line up, diagonal line down, and one more, diagonal line up, and then this one should touch and end over there. Okay, so that's going to give us a little bit of a different style. So I'm going to go ahead and up here at the top I'm going to do a little V shape on all my ends, and just like that. And then for underneath that one I'm going to make a larger V so it sticks out a little bit. And you just want to take your time and think about which direction you're drawing your line in. And I suggest you use a pencil, so if you make a mistake you can easily erase it. Now at this point you can call this one done, or if you want to get a little more fancier with it, maybe you want to put a V or a shape on top of this one to close off the ends so it looks more like a diamond. Okay, and you can even make another little V going off the end here. Now you don't have to do this next step because there's no right or wrong to where you can keep going as detailed as you want to. Okay, so I'm going to call this one done, and then I'm going to go over and we'll finish this one over here. So I have two very different snowflakes, but they are both six-sided. And we have another six-sided one over here. And this one I'm just going to have a little fun with. I'm going to put a little heart up here. Okay, and it's going to easier to turn your paper when you make your hearts. So I would suggest turning your paper so your hearts are all in the right direction, because it is a little more hard to draw upside down. And I'm just going around. And here's my last one. Now I'm not going to color those in yet, because you can use a different color to color in the center of the hearts. You can even make them red if you want, or pink or blue or purple. Now for the inside here, I'm going to actually go ahead and do another V shape. The V shapes are simple, they're easy, and they go along well with the snowflake theme, because a lot of them you see will look like that. Okay, so I'm going to draw another one. So this V shape is a little longer than the one above it. And there's no right or wrong. If you don't want to do this particular stuff, you don't have to. Okay, and then in the middle here, I'm just going to draw a little tiny V following the shape. This goes down, a parallel line here, and a parallel line to this side. So it's a little V right in the center. So you can leave it like that. And then if you want to, I'm going around and I'm just drawing a little circle between the lines. I don't have much space there, so I'm going to have to squeeze it in. Okay, and after you draw them, you can go over them with different colors. I have a little bit of a light blue here, so I can go around if I want to color in the ends. You do not have to do this step. You can leave it just as a simple drawing. And maybe I'll color in the whole section here, just to give it a pop of color. Okay, and then maybe on this one, if you want to, you can even outline the whole thing. So I'm just basically taking this is actually just a blue highlighter, and I'm just going all the way around on the outside edge, following my lines. And there I have my blue snowflake. Okay, so we got one more over here. So for this one, I think I might even use a little bit of red. And I'm just going to fill in the hearts. And that's actually all I'm going to do on this one, just to give it a pop of color to show off the hearts. So there we have it. 3 very different snowflakes. There's no right or wrong to how you do yours. You could do other shapes on the end. If you like stars, you could do stars on the end. If you just want like this plain circles, you can do plain circles. And you can see on the one I did earlier, you can see where I just added more lines going around here. Here I just kept it simple. I have diagonal lines. Now over here I used 2 colors. So I use a little bit of purple and a little bit of blue. So if you want to give it a combination of colors, it looks nice too. There is no right or wrong. Have fun.